The cutlery rack is an item made of metal that is used for hanging cutlery on. It is specifically used in the kitchen. The intervener guides the learner to explore the cutlery by touching. This exploration enables the learner to imagine how it is made and what he or she is expected to do.
Feel the metal, feel the wire mesh that is there. Down here, we are going to put another rack like this down here. Same as this one down here, so that we can use it for one set of cutlery on the upper rack and another set of cutlery on the lower rack. Now, in the workshop, like where we are, we need to observe safety. Our own safety, safety of the tools, and safety of the machines that we are handling. So for your own personal safety, you need to have overall, you need to have leather shoes, you need to have goggles, because you are going to weld to protect your eyes.
The intervener guides the learner how to observe safety when handling tools and materials when making the cutlery. The learner is also guided on how to dress properly for work. The intervener also helps the learner how to protect his or her eyes when welding using a welding shield.
Now we want to start the procedure of making another one, making another rack similar to that one. So we start by drawing two parallel lines, because we are making an isometric drawing.
Designs of the cutlery using diagrams and sketches enable the worker to make the items easily. The intervener guides the learner how to draw sketches of the cutlery using rubber, pencils, and a piece of paper or chalkboard.
So the height, that distance, 30 inches for the height, and then the length, we can take it from here because it is already made. Yeah, 36, not 42. 36 inches. The width, 18 overall. 18 inches. There we are. Then from the floor or the ground up to the other rail, the lower rail is 15 inches. So basically we have two different metals we are going to use. One is a metal rod for making the frame. This one, you can hold it. And then for making the rack itself, where we shall put the cutlery, we are going to use wire mesh of thinner gauge. So touch it so that you can feel it. There it is.
The intervener guides the learner to explore a variety of metal pieces and select the appropriate parts for making the rack. The learner is also guided to select the hand tools used to cut the pieces to the required sizes.
Yeah, so we are going to use a tape measure for measuring the length of the rack. We are using it for measuring the length of the rack, and put a mark using a piece of chalk. Mark again here, mark again there. So after marking, we put it on the vise and then cut.
The intervener guides the learner how to measure the required pieces held on the bench vise. The pieces are then cut using a hacksaw according to the cutting list.
We are now in the process of marking using tri-square and a scriber. and we are going to cut using the hacksaw. What we want to do, we want to reproduce. We want to reproduce a set of 2 legs like this one. To make our work easier, we don't want to cut completely. We cut and leave a place to enable us fold at 90 degrees. That is why we are marking a miter at this joint and the other joint there. Now we are cutting this one at an angle of 45 from either side so that we can get the 90 degrees we require when we fold.
The learner is then guided how to weld the parts together using electrode on shield to protect eyes and faces from rays and sparks.
See. He's checking, he's just spot weld it and he's checking if it is 90. That is okay, continue. Now you can stand it. Is doing the same on the other side so that it is done completely. Finish it up. Remove the bars and grind.
The intervener guides the learner how to remove flags using welding hammer. The learner is also guided to clean the rack surface by grinding using a grinder. The learner is guided to apply first coat paint on the rack and allowed to dry. The rack is then kept in store and workplace swept clean.